Welcome back to another Zags Blog Zoom Series interview. I'm your host, Jacob Polacheck, and today I'm joined by George Washington men's basketball commit Daniel Nixon. Nixon is a 6'7", 210-pound small forward from Winston-Salem Christian in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He announced his commitment to George Washington on December 30th over offers from Georgetown, East Carolina, Iowa, and Ole Miss, among others. Daniel, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So as I mentioned, you committed to George Washington late last month. So you mind just talking a little bit about what the deciding factors were for you in choosing George Washington?
It was more of like, I've been with this coaching staff, just building a good relationship with this coaching staff for almost a year and a half so far. And since I was at the Hill School, since I've been at the Hill School, I remember that one time, we sat down, they came to the dining hall, they talked to me, came to one of our practices. I just felt that love, and ever since then, it kept going, and I just, going in, I just had a lot of respect for the coaches. It just felt like family, felt like home as well. When I visited as well, did make a visit. This was my junior year before COVID. And so, yeah, pretty much it. Yeah.
And so you talked about being able to take visits. I know that given the circumstances surrounding the coronavirus pandemic, the entire recruitment process has been different than most years, especially with the recruiting dead period extended for months now. So you mind talking a little bit about what it's like going through this process and really making a decision during a pandemic?
Sure. It's hard. You got a lot of with this pandemic, it has took away a lot of things we want to do. But I felt like the virtual visits and stuff like that. Like even when I was with different schools, it's helped a lot. You see a lot of the stuff you want to see as well. Maybe you're not able to see it, eye to eye, but like they're showing you everything. But with George Washington, I continue to develop that relationship, talking to Coach Devlin and Coach Jamie on basically like every single day. We were in contact every day, and it was just then also speaking. One thing I loved that they did was make me speak to a lot of their top players that they have this year, and I was just like, everything I just felt good vibes hearing from them and just talking to them, and I felt the same as well. So I wanted just to hear and see how they put it into perspective. It was just love. It was love on both sides, and it was basically like, why not? And academically as well, I already know they're one of the top schools academically. So, and I've been to all my life, I've been at the prestigious schools academically growing up. So it was definitely good on both aspects. So yeah.
You talked about the players. You're joining a 2021 class that featured guys like Tafara Gapare, Brayon Freeman. How good do you think that this 2021 class can be?
Special. They brought in players, transfers, and stuff like that this year, and the way they're developing the guys is extremely phenomenal. I just finished watching the game against Dayton. Just their games in general, I've just been watching every single game they played, and just the development is really crucial what they've been doing, and I'm excited. This class they're bringing in with Brayon. Me and Brayon, we speak a lot. We talk about the games, just about life in general. He's a really good point guard that I'm happy to play with, and I just can't wait. I feel like we're gonna do big things in the Atlantic 10, and I definitely think we'll definitely get Atlantic 10 championship. So yeah.
Now, looking forward, are there any guys that you're hoping will join you at GW outside of the guys that are already committed? Any guys that you're looking to recruit yourself?
Well, right now, not right now, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Definitely, I'm gonna speak to some of my Durant 2022 guys. Ones that are either they have that offer or that they're interested in George Washington, and see what I can do. I definitely. I'll definitely see some guys in my class. I feel like we have a great class so far, but I'm definitely, going to recruit soon and see how how much we can build. I feel like this is going to be a really really good unique team coming up in the years as well. And I'm excited. I'm fired up.
And you talked a little bit about the recruiting process, but now that the recruiting process is over for you, Looking back on it, what was your favorite part of this whole process?
Favorite part of this recruiting process, I would definitely say the virtuals, and I'll say that because I felt like the coaches, you really you really they really showed how much they really want you. Depending on I had a prime example. Like there were some schools that I've had 2 to 3 virtuals, and they took their time really to set that up. Because they knew, like during COVID, they want us back on the campus, but we just couldn't. So they try to give us everything they can. Um, even sitting down, breaking, watching the film of their guys and stuff like that. That was huge. So I'll definitely say the virtuals. The virtuals are really good, and I'm in a big thing with talking to head coaches. I feel like when you talk to head coaches or similar, just that just shows how much they really want you. And that was my biggest thing. And just sitting down, being able to watch that virtual, and them talking to me and how much they prioritize. That was great. So definitely virtuals in my opinion. Yeah.
So talking about those virtual visits, what was it about the virtual visits with George Washington that stood out to you, and really talking with the coaches, obviously head coach Jamie on Christian, what was it about those virtual visits?
Well, actually, we didn't do a virtual visit. I didn't do a virtual visit with George Washington. And that was mostly because I visited already. I got to see. I was there for when I visited. I got to see everything, and I liked it. I loved it my junior year, and that's why I continue to stay in contact with them because not only that, I love the campus. It was the coaching staff, and the coaching staff was a big thing on why, to this day I chose it as well. Like, they're amazing. Really good group of just a really good group of coaches, and I'm really excited to be coached by them. And so yeah, I didn't really do a virtual with them, but because I've seen the whole campus and stuff. But they've also sent me a lot of things, and I've been Team Durant is also out of DC, so I've seen a lot of the areas and stuff like that. So yeah.
Now, moving on to your game, for the people that haven't seen you play, what kind of player are you? And really, what can George Washington fans expect?
You're gonna get a player who works hard. Um, I don't I just I don't really I feel like I take the time on my game to really check on things I need to work out. And like when I'm in the gym, I'm usually there during night, and I'm willing to get better at any cost. You're gonna get a player who's coachable, who's ready to play on both sides, and also has offensive. I think I feel like even speaking to a lot of people that my offensive talent is really gonna, it's gonna really help me, and it's been helped me over the years. So you're gonna get a guy who's just willing to work, willing to be coachable, and willing to just play as hard as they can every single possession. Because I just want to win, and that's mainly it, just being a winner. So yeah.
And you'll be joining that George Washington team for the 2021-2022 season. So in the meantime, what are some areas of your game that you're looking to improve? And really just how are you looking to improve your game and develop before you get to George Washington?
I've been working really well with my trainers. Coach Antonio Lowe, he's hard on me every single practice. Working with him and my trainers as well, Coach Kenneth Bates down here in Winston-Salem Christian. Also, when I'm back home, I'm working with my trainers in New York as well. So I'm just trying to just each and every day is a chance for me to get better. I really want to just play from the start. Be able to just show how much I can do, and how much talent I have. And I feel like as I'm working with these trainers, they're sitting down and watching film, wanting to see, okay, you need to get better at this, you need to get better at that. And I'm willing to continue to just get better at that. Like I'm sitting down usually day to day watching film if I'm not working out. And yeah, just doing the little stuff, taking it day by day. I feel like that's the biggest thing, taking it day by day, and just getting ready to get there on the big stage. So yeah.
Now, we've talked about your game, we've talked about your recruitment, but off the court, what are some of your hobbies, and really how do you spend your time away from basketball?
Um, I like creative writing. Not a lot of people know that. I take pride in that. Like I just record everything that's sometimes on how I feel about the day, what I did today. I feel like it's good, just a way of thinking and I've been enjoying it since growing up. I've been doing it for years. I also sat down and watched college basketball. I don't know if like there's games going on left and right. Just watch my favorite players. Obviously, playing in the NBA, my favorite player right now is Devin Booker, and also LeBron James. So just watching them perform each and every night, and just hanging out with family. I feel like during this COVID, it's also taught you a lot. That family is a big piece. You don't really right now, like it's a good time to do that. Obviously during season, it gets hard sometimes, but every chance I can take, just spending time with my family, my mom, my sister, and also my grandma also came down as well. It's been great. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
And then now closing things out, for all the George Washington fans out there, for all the fans out there, what's one thing about you, basketball or otherwise, that really most people don't know?
I feel like people. I feel like over the years I've been developing my defensive abilities. And I felt like just even last year I became more versatile with my game. Also during this season I've been focused on rebounding a lot because that's crucial. Like you'll have a lot of guys there's everybody who can score, but doing the little things is key. Like rebounding, getting people involved. You know, obviously getting your teammates involved. Also being that leader, talking. I feel like talking is really going to help. And I mean, yeah, just developing those. So I just felt like, my biggest ones that people don't really know about me is definitely rebounding. And my versatility, like I feel like it's gotten better and better. And I'm just content. I can't wait till I get to, I feel like I have a lot of potential and also developing those pieces. So definitely, yeah.
Well,
I
Daniel,
feel like, yeah, like I'm not just a scorer. I'm sorry. I feel like people think I'm just a scorer, but there's like I do a lot of other little things as well, and that's one thing I really want to continue because that takes you from here to here, and I want to take this game as far as I can. So yeah.
well, Daniel, thank you again for joining me. You can follow Daniel on Twitter at ShowtimeDNix and on Instagram at TheRealDNix. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Jacob Polacheck. For more college basketball and recruiting news, head over to zagsblog.com, and we'll see you again soon.